I think the best kind of desserts are the ones which can qualify as breakfast. I'm super excited today because I'm sharing one such recipe. We are making a chocolate crepe cake with a honey cream filling. It's absolutely delicious and perfect for a Sunday morning. Let's get started. Our focus today is on better for you ingredients. The first step to make the crepes is to add the dry mix into the bowl and give it a good mix. Today I'm using a mix of both all-purpose flour, which is maida, and whole wheat flour, which is atta. If you want, you could make these crepes completely with maida or with 1 cup of whole wheat flour. Next up is cocoa powder. I'm using the unsweetened variety. I'm also adding in a pinch of baking powder and a pinch of sea salt. My dry ingredients are nicely combined. Now I'll make a well in the center and add in the milk, water and the olive oil. The trick here is to keep whisking while you add your wet ingredients in so that your batter doesn't form any lumps. Alright, so my batter is ready, but before I can start making the crepes, I need to rest this for about 15 to 20 minutes. While the batter is resting, let's get the work started on the filling. For the filling, I need 1 cup of whipped cream. Now into the whipped cream, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of Apis honey. So I'm not adding any refined sugar into my filling. I prefer using Apis honey because it's a great substitute for processed sugar and adds a nice sweetness to my filling. It's a great immunity booster, rich in antioxidants and helps fight free radicals. So it's been 15 minutes, my batter has rested properly. I can finally start making my crepes now. I have a non-stick pan here that I'm going to set on low-medium heat and then brush it with olive oil. So this single recipe will give you 6 chocolate crepes. You can double the recipe or triple the recipe depending on the size of the cake you want to make. I'm going to triple the recipe and make a really tall crepe cake. I'll take about half a cup of batter and pour it onto the pan, swirl it around and then let the crepe cook for a couple of minutes. Once the crepe firms up, I'll flip it and let it cook on the other side again for a couple of minutes. To give my crepe cake an even look, I'll trim the edges and make sure all the crepes are exactly the same size. Alright, so my crepes are ready. I've also made the edges even and now on to my favorite part, which is assembling the crepe cake. Since I've not added any sugar or sweetener into my crepe batter, I'll be brushing each crepe with a honey syrup that I'll make by combining warm water and honey. I love this not only because it's a better option than refined sugar, but also because it's ethically sourced and untouched by human hands. It's pure and tastes so good in this crepe cake. To assemble, I'll put the crepe onto the cake stand, brush it with the honey syrup, layer it with the honey cream filling, place another crepe on top and then repeat the process. I still remember whenever as a child I used to have a sore throat, my mom would give me honey and ginger and that would instantly make me feel better. So that memory has stayed on with me till today and keeps reminding me of the medicinal benefits of honey. I am decorating my crepe cake with fresh berries, but you could use any fruit of your own choice. I'm super happy with how the chocolate crepe cake has turned out. It does take some time and patience, but trust me, it's worth all the effort. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this recipe. This was my version of a good for you kind of a dessert with Apis Himalaya honey. You guys too should share your ideas and recipes with me using the hashtag #WhenIThinkHealthy. I'll see you guys another time with another recipe. Until then, happy baking and take care.